Hi, I'm Sylvia from Vintage Kitchen Vixen, where I share tips for simple living, creating memorable gatherings, and preparing wholesome and traditional recipes with a vintage twist. And today I'm going to be showing you how to prepare a savory bowl of breakfast oats. Before we get into it, if you are new here, I do this little thing called silent film mode. So if you like what you see, I really hope you hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications so that you never miss an episode of the kitchen. And if you're coming back to the kitchen, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Vintage Kitchen Vixen. I'm always so happy to have you here. But before we begin, hit that thumbs up, drop a comment, and hold on to your hats, folks. We're getting into silent film mode.
Now what do you think of that? Medley, played by the Edison Military Band.
I grew up eating oatmeal every Sunday morning. My dad would put a big pot of oats with cinnamon and raisins on the table that we would eat before we went to church. But I didn't really eat that much oatmeal with my mom because when she grew up, she also ate a lot of oatmeal, but it was always with cocoa powder and she hated it, and so it's something she never wanted to serve to her kids. It was always a thing with my dad, so it was always extra special. But I never had savory oats until maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And savory oats are something I have a little bit of an obsession with lately. I tend to go in cycles where I get really excited about one food and I eat it a lot and then I take a break. But for breakfast lately, I've been having my steel cut oats and then I play around with the ingredients. So today, as you saw, I made mine with sauerkraut, made mine with some smoked cheddar, with spinach and fried egg. I almost always include eggs in my savory oats. But if you don't eat eggs, don't include them. I mean, this whole bowl, you can play around with it to include whatever you like. So if you like eggs, you can scramble them, you can hard boil, soft boil, poach, or just do what I do and fry an egg up because it's usually easier. So it's just a matter of soaking your oats at a minimum overnight. You can do it longer. I've soaked my oats for up to 2 days. So if you forget about your oats, you can ferment them longer. And including a little bit of yogurt or kefir really helps. You don't have to add that if you don't want to, but I like what it does. It really breaks down the oats even more, it makes them more digestible, and it makes them a little bit tangy, so they're extra delicious, especially in a savory bowl. You can also do this with a sweet bowl of oats, and I actually have a recipe for maple walnut fermented steel cut oats. So if you want, you can check that out. I'll link it in the description below. There are endless variations on this meal. You can play with the eggs, you can play with the cheese. I especially love this with feta cheese. If I had feta cheese in my fridge, that's what I would be using right now. But I'm a big fan of using what I have on hand, so I'm not going to go out and get feta cheese just because I'm making oatmeal. Well, maybe I'll get feta cheese next week, but I didn't have it. I'm not going to sweat it. I'll just use cheddar. I'll use what I have on hand. I really like adding something fermented to my morning bowl of savory oats. I normally always do sauerkraut, but I think it would be really good with kimchi too. And if you don't have anything, don't worry about it. But you might want to look into learning how to make your own batch of sauerkraut at home. It's really easy. I have a video that you can check out right there. Again, I'll link it below if you want to try making a batch for yourself. And I highly recommend it because it's easy and it's so rewarding and delicious. So for greens, there's a lot of things that you can do. So today I had spinach, and if I would have been more ambitious, I would have sauteed the spinach. I really love adding a little bit of peppery arugula to the bowl. I didn't have any of that. I had spinach. You can use it fresh, you can saute it. You can also use collard greens, you can use Swiss chard or kale. Kale, I really love massaging it with lemon and salt and just having it fresh like that. It's so good, and that lemon really helps to break it down a bit to make it more digestible and palatable. Another option is adding fresh sprouts. I don't know if you include sprouts in your diet, but it's a really easy way to sneak in crunch and greens into your diet. And I like putting them in pretty much everything. I do sprout my own at home. You can usually get them at the grocery store for usually around $3, but if you want to be a lot more economical, you can sprout your own, and I have a video on that as well, link below. I think it's a great opportunity to use whatever leftovers you have in your fridge from dinner the night before. So maybe you have some sauteed carrots you can add, or if you want, you can also just use some frozen vegetables and do a quick saute for breakfast, which sounds pretty weird. It's not something our culture is used to, but there are other cultures where they have vegetables for breakfast. I don't see why we have to miss out on all the delicious fun as well. Other ingredients you can play around with, you can put in some avocado in there, you can put in some tomatoes, you can put in asparagus that you've steamed, put in black beans or chickpeas or hummus. Oh, hummus is such a good add. It's almost like a Buddha bowl for breakfast. And then corn, you can use salsa, like just go wild, play. You can use my base recipe if you want to get started, and then from there kind of play around with the flavors. And I mean, you don't have to follow my recipe, just have fun, use what you have on hand, and start that morning with that bowl of fiber. It's going to fill you up real good and your body's going to love it. So that's all I have to say about steel cut oats. Oh, and I do like using steel cut oats rather than rolled oats. Rolled oats are really good if you soak them overnight in milk, but that's a different kind of overnight oats. I really like using steel cut oats because they have more nutrients. They go through less processing than the rolled oats, and I prefer the flavor. It's a little bit nuttier, and I like the chewiness of it. By the way, the fermenting and soaking them, it really cuts down on the cooking time. A lot of people are put off by the longer cook time of steel cut oats because usually they take around 35 minutes, but when you soak them overnight, they take about maybe 15 minutes, so you save 20 minutes by soaking them overnight. So pretty easy. It's a really nice breakfast that you can put on the table. I love eating it, and I hope you love eating it too. So do let me know, have you had savory oats before? Is this something you're gonna try out? If you do try it out, I really hope you let me know how it goes for you. You can leave comments below, you can tag me on Instagram. Speaking of which, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook if you want to see what I'm up to throughout the week. But other than that, I really hope you like this video, so hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Leave a comment and share this video on social media if you feel so moved. Other than that, I do put out 2 new videos a week, so I will be seeing you real soon. Bye! Ants! Ah! Why do we have so many ants?
You're recording, by the by.
Oh, I guess that'll be a blooper. Leave a comment. Oh, cat. My cat's... I think he's spitting up a hairball. Ugh, gross. Seti, hurry it up. I'm filming. Okay, where was I?